Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. I'm beyond excited for today's video. The beer's courtesy of the Bruery. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it. If you didn't watch the unboxing, short version is as follows. So I signed up for their membership for the 2023 year, and I got an email one day that they were going to do a virtual happy hour. So I'm like, cool, I'll join that. I was free that night, so I was on, and it was cool. They were doing like some trivia and stuff. They had two people who work there. They brought on their main seller person to talk about their aging, and all that stuff. It was really cool, and I answered apparently enough trivia questions correctly that I won a prize. So completely free to me, the beer and the shipping from California. It's a $55 beer. Like, I can't be anything other than happy, right? So this just sounds like a beer made for me. Well, let me pour it first. I'm really excited, if you couldn't tell. But like no joke, this beer just sounds like someone said, what's the perfect beer for Kyle from No Hype Beer Reviews? And let's make it. So I will go back to the bottle, since it's freshly poured. So it does look like, Black Tuesday, where it's super dark brown into black for sure. It's not quite motor oil. Not a ton of head, about half a finger. It's a light mocha, not particularly compact bubbles. It definitely looks like how I think Black Tuesday looks. But yeah, let's read the side here. Well, let's read everything. So it's 20.8% ABV. So if you watched yesterday's review, that's why I did the athletic 0% or 0.5% or less, because I want to do two reviews today. It's raining. I can't really do anything productive today. So I'm like, I'm going to drink half of this today. So bourbon barrel aged imperial. Oh, actually, speaking of that, might as well seal that now. All right, so bourbon barrel aged imperial stout with maple and vanilla. But it gets even more wild than that. They made 420 bottles. This is bottle number 390. That's not that wild. Here's just, again, what's the perfect beer for this guy? Let's brew it and send him one. It seems like is what the universe did. Enjoy the only truly fitting party favor we can give you. Black Tuesday Party Favor. Equal parts double barrel aged Black Tuesday, 12 months in 30-gallon bourbon barrels, then 18 months on vanilla beans. Black Tuesday 2023. There's a comma there. This also has just regular Black Tuesday from 2023, comma, and maple-infused Black Tuesday. To summarize, huge flavor and history in just one bottle. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but here we go. Man, that looks good. Let's get into the aroma. I definitely get vanilla, so for my people who call me the vanilla police, fair enough, but I do smell a lot of vanilla. Good amount of chocolate. It's sweet smelling, it smells like sweet chocolate, more of a milk chocolate than dark chocolate. Not a ton of roast or anything like that. It doesn't approach coffee or anything for me. A little bit of the bourbon comes through for sure. Kind of reminds me of one of those chocolate liqueurs, like the chocolate with the liquor inside of it. Kind of like you're chewing with your mouth open, but you're chewing one of those. Has that vibe a little bit. Maybe not that intense. That makes it sound more intense for the spirit. But it does have some of that coming through. Some oak. Back to the vanilla. I mean, the vanilla is doing two things. And these are two things that vanilla, in my opinion, can do. Kick out vanilla, obvious, but also I find that vanilla can really help meld together aromas and flavors, and that's definitely happening here. You get vanilla specifically, and then you kind of get it acting as this agent that's just tying these different elements together. It does not smell particularly boozy or anything, which is pretty surprising to me given the ABV, and that this was in my beer fridge at 55 degrees, so it's not, super cold. Excuse me, some dark fruit notes for sure. Slight berry and cherry thing. Or sorry, not dark fruits, dried fruits. And then some blueberry compote, some cherry, sweet cherry. But it's big chocolate, big vanilla, some of that oak, definitely some of the bourbon. Those are the big things. Let's get into the taste. Cheers. Thanks again to the Bruery. Really appreciate it, guys. This tastes really good. So you'll notice in the aroma, I didn't mention maple at all. I get a little bit in the taste. It's not much. Kind of makes sense. It's or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It's kind of interwoven with the woodiness of it. But this is just saying, I'll have to look it up if I can get a better clarification. Their wording is maple infused Black Tuesday. So not that it was in like necessarily in bourbon barrels that had maple syrup. So maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's the fact that it's tied to the oak so much is in my own head is happening, but it has nothing to do with that kind of barrel aging. I don't know what they mean. Maple infused. Anyway, short version, didn't get it in the aroma at all. A little bit in the taste. I love maple. I think it's hard to get maple to stick around in a beer. I think the sugars ferment out for the most part. So I don't know how they did it, but a little bit comes through. Anyway, good level of vanilla. Like the aroma, it's there. I taste vanilla, but I think it's also helping to round out things, to soften edges, to kind of bring things together. It's doing a really nice job of that. Definitely warmth in the chest. Maybe it's because I drink a decent amount of bigger alcohol beers. I don't get a ton of alcohol on the taste. Definitely warm in the chest. Like I still have warmth in my chest, like for sure. Like you can feel it in the stomach, you know, like how your stomach's actually right here. Like I can feel it for sure. Great level of chocolate. It does, unlike the aroma, the chocolate is more nuanced. I'm not just getting milk chocolate. I'm actually getting less milk chocolate than I am dark chocolate in the taste. So that's a switch from the aroma. And you know what? It's not even Hershey's Special Dark Chocolate. It's a little bit higher of cacao count dark chocolate, almost a little bit of cocoa powder kind of intensity. That vanilla, it's really pleasant. It's nice. It's not overly done, but it's there, and it's doing these wonderful things, you know, with tying everything together, softening things. It might be what's taming the alcohol. Those fruit notes I got in the aroma, I'm getting less in the taste, but I am getting all of them. This really is very chocolatey. It's got some nice bourbon. It's got the wood for sure. That vanilla. So it's interesting. It follows the aroma well, except a couple things are swapped, like intensities or the milk chocolate to more dark chocolate. Not getting any maple, getting maple, but not a ton of maple. This is a really nice version of Black Tuesday. And yeah, that blueberry, it's funny. It's like the fruits heard me and got mad. The blueberry compote and the sweet cherry in that sip, uptick for sure. Yeah, this is awesome. This is a really nice beer. like they did a really good job with it. I mean, again, just no hype beer reviews, even though this was so hyped in my mind. You know, I go into this stuff just, how do you like it? I think they knocked it out of the park. I still cannot believe that the stars aligned, et cetera, et cetera. They got to try this beer. So the Bruery, thanks again so much, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys watching, have you had this one before? Have you had a beer that sounds similar to this? What are your thoughts of maple in beer? Does it seem like if they use real maple syrup, it just ferments out? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and on Untapped. It's no hype beer reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.